Hello, thank you for joining me here today. I am the official representative of Robert and Arlene Holmes. Unfortunately, they could not make it for today's proceedings. They are currently on a flight to Colorado, but asked that I speak on their behalf. The purpose of this statement is to provide an apology for their son's actions and to answer the major question on most of your minds, along with showing how they're going to move forward in order to help the victims and the victims' families. July 20th, 2012 will be a day we will never forget. It was a day when a gunman slipped into the movie theaters, threw 2 hissing gas canisters, and methodically, calmly, walked up the aisles, killing 12 people and wounded 58 innocent moviegoers. Denver Post continues to report that it was among the worst mass shootings in American history. Who was that man who stole away a mother, a father, a son, a daughter? That man is James Holmes. Immediately when Robert and Arlene were notified about their son's crimes, they sent out a statement to the Examiner that reads, "Our apologies go out to the victims and their families, and we ask that you respect our privacies at this time, and we will cooperate with the authorities in California and in Colorado." Unfortunately, the press has not respected the Holmes' privacy. They have been bombarded and swarmed, and justly so, but unjustly as well, because they're being blamed for their 24-year-old's actions. James Holmes is the one who decided to buy weapons of mass destruction. James Holmes is the one who went into that theater and killed the 12 victims and wounded 58. The National Education Examiner poses the question, how often is a college student supposed to talk to their parent? And that question conflicted the Holmes. James Holmes decided to move miles away to college, and for that reason, they weren't able to contact him and talk to him as often. So they didn't know what was going on in his mind at the time before he decided to go on a murder spree. So if you want to blame them for not being helicopter parents and talking to him every single day, then that's your free will. But consider the following fact from the Journal of College and Family Studies. They stated that the independence is a major stepping stone for young adults, and that's what the Holmes tried to provide. They tried to present a well-rounded citizen. However, James Holmes is the one who decided to ruin the lives of many. They did the best they could. Still, despite that fact, they will always love their son. Their faith has taught them to love the sinner, but hate the sin. Specifically, Psalms 97:10 states, "O ye who love the Lord, hate sin." And they love the Lord, so they will love their son, but they do not condone what he did. But let's focus on why we're really here, for the victims. Mr. and Mrs. Holmes have asked me to give a moment of silence for those victims. So if you can please join me in that moment of silence. Thank you. Mr. and Mrs. Holmes are donating their blood to the Bonfield's Blood Center. They are donating their blood because the Denver hospital have lost a lot of stored blood due to trying to revive the victims. If you wish to join that cause, please read the article from Huffington Post entitled "Colorado Shooting, How to Help the Victims and Their Families." Thank you, and please keep the victims in your prayers.